to get an extra skill point there. Like, what are the actual answers going to be here? Is he still going to build a tier? You know, I think it's actually really cool.
Because you're going up against a lane as well that has Seraphine in it, which can be totally obnoxious to deal with. So if you're 1 point Flash Frost, 1 point Frostbite, and then all points
get this wave crashed in, and Shun is behind him.
Yeah, Shun's coming up. Been very low on health, completely out of mana. Shun gonna try to go after the Tryndamere here. Goes in for the free talent strike, audacious charge, wind becomes lightning. Xiaoshu's trying to get a reset here on his spin to get away, but it ain't gonna work. Shun, first blood.
It's not gonna swing this matchup out of control, but Bin's still got a really good early buy here. With the plated steel cap, it's gonna be very effective.
Beautiful job from Shun over the wall. I love it when Jung
has affected both the soul lanes, right? He's been able to really make a big difference, and that is tough. On is getting low. Remember, he has no egg.
Yeah, he does hit the Flash Frost there. Close range. Vampire trying to get away, but a nice wall. Flash away from the high note, too. On.
Harassing down Xiaoshu, who does have that early Vamp Scepter, so we'll see exactly how he wants to build.
Yeah, the Vamp Scepter is at least going to give him some sustain dealing with that constant harass from the Maiden. Oh, no. Hongq gets hit by a max range enchanted crystal arrow into the perfect Flash Frost follow, and between worlds
gets to live another day.
It's just like, this champion might as well be a target dummy. It can barely move, no summoner spells, no passive, but On is very good. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Viper with his second arrow from a mile away, and it's
attacking this. You know, you get a good roll on Soul. Maybe that could help you out. Cloud Soul, something like that would be super effective, but BLG want to contest.
Okay, JDG decide they're going to commit 4 men to this one. Remember that Tryndamere has no teleport to try to join these things. That's one thing you've got to be concerned about, but there's no TP on Bin with the Yorick either. Arrow flies out, but it goes straight between the uprights. Shun wants to try to steal it away, but no, Knight's the one who gets it. Shun in the middle of everybody staying alive for now, but he does eventually fall. Hongq's got to be careful. He's trapped inside the Glacial Storm. Vampire dies to the volley, and Knight's going further forward. He wants to see if he can pick up Gala here too. Not quite enough damage for that one. Second Drake from JDG, so 3 out of 4 ain't bad. As Knight now goes in after Hongq yet again between worlds, setting it up. Proto Belt to try to knock it down, but Hongq, oh no, the weirding flash. Beautifully placed from Knight to guarantee that he gets the kill, and the enemy mid laner takes the double buffs along with it. Gala getting stopped by the wall here for a second. Remember that On still has his egg if they want to try to continue chasing. Junge is there, and that's what they got to be cautious of. The Olaf almost has his ulti ready to go again, and that is Shun just going way too far. Overplays his hand, gets over Zealous. On taking the blast cone to get away. Flash Frost does stun Junja as he tries to chase after Viper. Flash for flash. Undertow missed.
We did have that one kind of pseudo all-in where they traded flashes, then died to one gank, and then besides that, it's just been a farm fest while the rest of the map loses.
All right, Rift Herald summoned up, and this is one thing I did want to pay attention to this game, because last game BLG's Herald was kind of just a sadness Herald. They just had to summon it up because it was running out. They got no value. This time around, very different story. Junja caught on the wrong side of the wall, taking a bunch of damage as Shun goes in, and they kill the Olaf. He can't be immune to the wall. Now Hongq's in danger because remember, he doesn't have a flash. The shield is enough to keep him alive for now. No, but the double kill over to Shun, as now they're going to look to maybe make it a triple. Shun taking a lot of damage, though. Gala over the wall finds the kill, so at least they get one back, but BLG.
Massive combo across multiple members. You hit this Binding Spear, snap them in. And Xiaoshu do anything? No, I mean, he's just going to have to retreat.
Yeah, Xiaoshu spinning away, tries, no, but again, the cage, the placement on these has been great from Bin. He's always catching Xiaoshu just at the very edge, but now Xiaoshu wants to turn it around. He drops the Ignite, he's going in after the Yorick, but once again, it's the MVP. He jumped in way too deep. That was about the only single mistake. TP coming in now from BLG. They know that the Tryndamere does not have his ulti. This is your chance to punish him, maybe find that kill, spin away over the wall though. Plenty of mobility on this champion. It's one of the things that makes him so obnoxious, but hey, Viper does no
fire in this game, and I gotta agree with you. BLG playing almost perfect. Knight is behind them. They don't know Knight's behind them.
Okay, Viper's getting run down though. Nice kill coming out there for Junja as Shun puts the pressure into the back line and Vampire dies. Junja going after On, but now the Olaf is isolated. He has no Ragnarok. The cage is there, and Ben sends him straight to J. What are you even talking about, Isaac? Why not go? Because it helps him do extra troll stuff. Oh, another nice arrow onto Hongq. Not enough to kill him here just yet as the Dawning Shadow goes through, and it's a ton of burst down onto the Aurora. That's a huge shutdown onto Knight. But what about On and Viper back towards Junja? They get one in return again. Defensive ulti from Shun to stay alive, but he's rooted up underneath the tower. That last shot will not have enough damage to kill him. Meanwhile, the Yorick split pushing over in mid lane, trying to make sure that that BLG maintains multiple points of pressure. The shutdown on Knight was huge, and that's his first death the entire game. But Bin just continues pressuring mid. HourMix tries to move forward to help him. All of a sudden, it's harder to not interact. As Knight nearly insta-kills Gala. Shun's coming in to try to finish the job. Ulti for the defense as On and Knight continue to back up their jungler, but it's a lot of damage onto Shun, and he's shut down. Nice kill for Junja. Gala still barely staying alive now as well. 4v5 on the Rift. Xiaoxu tries to flash over the Flash Frost. He goes after Viper, but again, it's On with a beautiful wall that the Tryndamere cannot get through. And Arrow to the heart takes his life, as now a flash out from Vampire keeps the Rift to 4v4. Baron's gonna spawn in 5 seconds. The Mountain Drake is already up, but Shun is off the map. Finally a route onto the Anivia, but they can't follow up because the wall blocks the entryway. Bin is down to 1/3 HP, but remember, he doesn't have his teleport either, so he's just going to go back into the bottom lane to re-split push. BLG knows that, yes, this would be Soul, but even if JDG takes it, they're going to have the pressure from Bin at the same time to break into the base. On and Viper still hanging around, still seeing if maybe they can harass this enough as they fire out another arrow into HourMix, and Knight arrives with the teleport right behind him. He shouldn't have enough damage to take this kill. It ends up sealing the fate of the BLG.
You are behind, you gotta take risks, and Knight is dead with no TP for a long time. This might be their best shot.
HourMix coming around on the flank. Viper and Ban approaching here as well. HourMix has to flash. The wall would have sealed his fate otherwise. As Shun goes into the middle of everybody and Gala's already down. Now the Olaf tries to flash into the back line, goes after Viper and finds them. Vampire's trapped in the pit. It's a double kill as Shun kills the Olaf, and now the Tryndamere is trapped in the middle of everybody. He's unkillable for now, but he's got to get something, and all he gets is buried in the river. BLG, they're just too far ahead. They stop the Baron attempt. They complete those because of Bin's split push earlier. As we'll see pressure on the mid and top lanes for the time being, as everybody in BLG is grouping up, but Knight gets caught. A big blunder from the mid laner gets punished, and that's going to slam the brakes of the Baron push.
Knight tried to go, he just forced that. That is actually a really big deal. If he gets hit by any CC, it could be a game ender.
Okay, still just shots being fired back and forth. Nothing big committed here just yet. Bin is also joined up for the fight. You can see Xiaoxu on the side here as well. The Tryndamere almost level 20. The Yorick is level 20 as the Dragon is started by Viper. The Ashe has a lot of DPS for this. And remember that On is just going to use walls to keep everybody from JDG away. Buy a little bit more time for BLG to secure the Mountain Soul. And yes, they've got it. Xiaoxu wants to go in. He's going after Viper. He tries to spin forward, but the flash over the wall for the AD carry keeps him alive. Flash over the wall from On to try to respond. Killing spree for Shun as they take out the top laner. Junja dies trying to go forward. Now it's a 5v3 for BLG. Gala barely missing, getting stunned out there by the Flash Frost. Arrow shoots out. Arrow collides. Vampire tries to be the sacrificial lamb for his team. He flashes forward. He wants to take the blast cone to try to get away, but no! Vampire falls and the sun shines bright for BLG. HourMix's golden, and it'll just be a trophy for the LPL #1 seed. Double kill for Viper, and it's a 5v1 push. Gala Senna, there's not enough souls on Summoner's Rift to get you out of this one. Bin will chase him back to the fountain. There's no Summoner spells available. The Nexus turrets will be the next target. The first time they fought it was 3-2 BLG. The finals was 3-1 BLG. And now at first stand, it's 3-0 BLG.